to another segment on our breakfast news this morning at 8, live from AYOGEN online television. I am Akunjola Luatosin Esther, here at the major headlines. On our local news this morning, car accident, each tricycle kills 4 out of 6 survivors seriously injured. Radio presenter stabbed to death in Calabar. On our political news this morning, official INEC results for 2021 Anambra gubernatorial election. On our breaking news this morning, APGA Soludos wins 17 local government areas as INEC declares final results of Anambra election. On our business news this morning, Microsoft adds new innovation to Teams app. On our sport news this morning regarding the ongoing English Premier League, Guardiola snubs Man United, names his toughest opponent. On our health news this morning, epilepsy patients giving rules to living healthy, avoiding seizures. On our foreign news this morning, Australia search called off for swimmer attacked by shark at Port Beach. On entertainment news this morning, I'm not encouraging alcoholism, says Joe Boy. So full details coming up next. Car accident hits tricycle, kills 4 out of 6 survivors, while the survivors are seriously injured. 4 persons out of the 6 passengers were confirmed dead on Saturday in an accident involving a Mozu Toyota Camry with plate number and a tricycle popularly called Keke Maruwa along Ademulegun Expressway in front of Nico Petrol Station in Ondo City, Ondo State. Our correspondent witnessed the scene, reported to AYOGEN television that the incident occurred on Saturday around 5 p.m. during a light rain. He explained that the Toyota Mozu Camry had jumped the covert from its lane to the other lane, ramming into the tricycle, conveying a husband and a wife in matching outfits with their baby girl coming back from a party, and an XS3 student of St. Monica Secondary School in Ondo coming back from lesson, and a young boy and the keke driver killed 4 out of the 6, and the keke driver killer out of the 6 passengers on the spot, while the baby alongside the younger boy was seriously injured. The driver of the car, who happens to be the owner, was identified to be a Yahoo boy attending St. Ambrose Secondary School at Akinjagula in Ondo, said not to be more than 18 years of age, managed to escape leaving behind his car, ran for his life while the angry masses poured petrol on the car and burnt it, causing a major stir among the youth in the area of the need to end Yahoo. Some people said it was an intentional accident on the part of the guy who drove the car to kill them for rituals, because it was said that he didn't even show any remorse, asking if they were dead. Unfortunately, managed to escape with his girlfriend too before setting the car ablaze. The tricycle, though destroyed beyond repairs, was taken away by association of the keke drivers. The corpse was deposited in the mortuary, and the baby and the boy were taken to the nearest hospital for immediate treatment. Radio presenter stabbed to death in Calabar. A radio presenter, David Ekanem, has been gruesomely murdered on the Murtala Muhammad Highway, Calabar, Cross River State. He was reportedly stabbed several times by unknown persons at about 10 a.m. on Saturday, 6th of November 2021. David Ekanem was also a renowned master of ceremony who presented Efik language programs on a private radio station in Calabar, FAD FM. A statement by the radio station, which was run several times in place of the popular Efik instructional program, confirmed the murder. It said facts have yet to emerge as to motive behind the murder of their presenter, whose nickname was titled Zion. We are still waiting on the police to conclude their research investigations into the murder of our presenter. Presently, we leave everything yet in the hands of the police, Ms. Tina, a journalist with the station, said. Police Public Relations Officers Irene Ugbo said they have heard about the murder. Ekanem was known to promote the values and cultures of the Efiks. He often frowned at societal misdeeds and would also call on people and the government to stamp out crimes and improve lives of the people. On our political news this morning, official INEC results for 2021 Anambra in a gubernatorial election. 1. Dunukofia LGA APC 19091, APGA 4124, PDP 100,680, YPP 13,060. Alka South LGAPP APC 2,595, APGA 12,891, PDP 54,098, YPP 919. Oyi local government area, that is PC 2,830, APGA 6,133 PDP, then 2,484 YPP 900. Ayemelun LGA APC 2,490, PGA 3,424, PDP 2,804, YPP 407. Anocha LGA PC 2,588 and APGA 6,911 PDP, then 5,188 and the YPP was 868. Anambra East LGAA PC was 2,034, APGA 9,747, PDP 1,380, YPP 559. The Idemili South Local Government Area PC 10,139, APGA 2,331, then PDP 2,016, YPP 752. Onitsha South LGA APC 2,050, APGA 4,281, PDP 2,253, YPP 271. Njoka LGA APPC, that is 3,216, while APGA 8,803, PDP 3,409, YPP 924. Newi North LGA PPC, that is 1,278, APGA 3,369, PDP 1,151, YPP 6,485. Ogbaru LGA APC 1,178, APGA 3,051, PDP 3,445, YPP 8,448. That's Onitsha Local Government North LGA PC and 3,909, APGA 5,587. PDP 3,781, YPP 682. Anambra West LGA APC 1,233, APGA 1,918, PDP 1,401, YPP 357, amongst other polling units. Note APGA won 17 out of 19 local governments called. PDP won 1 local government, YPP won 1 local government. No results declared for Ihiala LGA as elections did not hold. No results declared for Orumba North local government area. Result is contested. On our breaking news this morning, APGA Soludo wins 70 local government areas as INEC declares final result of Anambra election. The All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, has been declared winner of 17 local government areas out of 19 announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in the Anambra governorship election. In the result of Anambra West, which was announced by the INEC returning officer, Dr. Jaman Anagbogu, the APC got 1,233, PDP got 1,401, while APGA won with 1,918. The collation was, however, had been adjourned for 40 minutes, after which the final results may be announced. State Returning Officer and Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Florence Obi, said, "We are going to discuss one of the local governments, Orumba North, then in Ihiala. There was no election at all." We'll take a break now and come back. On our business news this morning, Microsoft adds new innovation to Teams app. Microsoft has said it will soon launch Mesh, a metaverse-inspired feature for its Teams app. According to the company, Mesh will allow users to introduce personalized avatars in the digital worlds, making meeting more immersive. The company said users in the world introduced digital representations of the user for applications like team calls. Microsoft added that the avatars will be able to meet and greet each other in immersive digital world. The company said this new feature will be available for users with smartphones, laptops, or even holographic devices. Microsoft Corporate Vice President Jeff Tepper was quoted as saying Mesh is a way to signal we are in the same virtual space. We are on one team, we are on one group, and help take the formality down a peg and the engagement up a peg. We've seen that those tools have accomplished both goals of helping a team be more effective and also helping individuals to be more engaged. According to the company, for most users, Mesh won't be much more than 3D personalized avatars that mimic speech and not movement. The company added that the businesses would be able to create their own metaverses with teams where people can virtually mingle and collaborate. Microsoft technical fellow Alex Kipman said as a company whose focus is on productivity and knowledge workers, it's something that customers are really asking for us. And it's coupled with the vision of mixed reality that we've been working on for 12 years. It's all coming together. On a sport news this morning regarding the ongoing English Premier League, Guardiola snubs Man United, names as toughest opponent. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola has snubbed Manchester United and named Liverpool as his toughest opponent in the Premier League. Guardiola said this while reflecting on Liverpool and the Man City's victories against Man United at Old Trafford in recent weeks. While Liverpool trashed Man United 5-0 on October 24, Man City delivered an equally dominant performance on November 6, even though they only won 2-0. When asked to compare the contrast the two performances, Guardiola said at his post-match press conference after Man City defeated Man United on Saturday, "I know my admiration for Liverpool and the work of AYOGEN. It's the toughest opponent. Still, they are there after 6 or 7 years. The first season, they struggled a little bit to put the team there, but they settled the team and brought the right players that they needed." He added Liverpool is there but we play a different way because I am Catalonia and club is from Germany. It may be our mentality and coaches, as coaches is a different concept. Both Liverpool and City were in control of the Premier League in the last years. It doesn't matter where we are, it doesn't matter where we play. Where we go there to do our game. After the quality, the players do the rest. On our health news this morning, epilepsy patients given rules to living healthy, avoiding seizures. Epilepsy patients have been advised to conform to lifestyle changes and instruction of their physicians to lead quality lives. Giving this advice in a chat in Oshogbo, Dr. Omotemi Olakunle said every epilepsy patient has a set of instructions given to them by their physician which they must adhere to, by adding that regular medication is also a way of keeping the condition at bay. Omotemi also revealed that a diagnosis of epilepsy is not a sentence to doom, as it was now a condition that medical science has overcome. The physician noted that patients with epilepsy need to avoid stressful lifestyles, alcoholic beverages, and strenuous activities. He advised epilepsy patients to watch out for factors that triggers epileptic seizures, such as loud music and flash of light. Overexposure to computers for long hours, skipping of meals, and smoking should be included in the list of don'ts for epilepsy patients. Epilepsy patients should also take enough fluid, as this promotes good circulation within the body system. They should also rest and sleep enough and take their medications as prescribed by the doctors. When they live by these, will hardly have epileptic attack and seizures, he concluded. On foreign news this morning, in Australia, search called off for swimmer attacked by shark at Port Beach. Father of two, Paul Millichap, was attacked by what appeared to be a great white shark while he was swimming near Fremantle, Western Australia on Saturday. Police in Western Australia have called off a search for a swimmer attacked by a shark. Paul Millichap, 57, was swimming at Port Beach near Fremantle on Sunday morning when he was attacked by what appeared to be a 4.5-meter, 15-foot great white shark. The search was called off on Sunday afternoon local time, with searchers saying that only a pair of goggles had been found and these had been swabbed for testing. In comments reported by the Australian Broadcasting, Cop Millichap's wife, who asked not to be named, said he had been a lovely man and a great father. Thanking the agencies involved in the search, she said, "We've been through in quite a lot of details what they've been doing and how the search has panned out. They've been also extremely thorough and extremely professional, and we are really, really grateful for that." She also thanked the number of teenagers who were in a dinghy nearby where her husband, a father of two, was attacked. The teenagers had witnessed the attack, called emergency services, and urged other swimmers to get out of the water. Mr. Millichap said a special mention to those young lads in the boat for what they did in what must have been an absolutely terrifying experience for them. So my heart goes out to them and I thank them for what they did. Thank goodness no one else was injured. They could potentially have saved only their lives. The shark attack happened on the anniversary of another shark attack that claimed the life of local swimmer Ken Crew of Cottesloe Beach in 2000. There have been 17 shark attacks in Australia this year, 2 of them fatal, according to Taronga Conservation Society, an Australian government agency in charge of several zoological parks. Compared with other countries, Australia has one of the highest numbers of unprovoked shark encounters with humans, ranking second behind the US in 2019. The University of Florida's International Shark Attack File shows. On entertainment news this morning, I'm not encouraging alcoholism, says Joe Boy. Ever since singer Joseph Akinfenwa Donos, aka Joe Boy, released the hit song Alcohol, it has been greeted with diverse reactions, with some being of the opinion that it encourages alcoholism. However, in an interview with an online platform, Genius Joe Boy stated that that was not his intention. He said being tipsy inspired alcohol. There are different challenges in life. It never ends. There is always something one needs to fix or solve. I am not encouraging alcoholism in any way, but I understand that people need one's problem will fix them at the end of the day. Sharing it on the success of the song, he said, "It is really special for me, seeing how big the song is becoming and how big it is going to get. It was a different direction in my sound. It's not like the regular Joe Boy sound that people are used to. I am more or less known as a lover boy. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I wanted to explore different sounds. Alcohol is the first step in evolving my sound." The singer, however, admitted that he was nervous before the song was released. He said, I was a bit nervous before the song was released because I was not sure if people were going to accept it. It is totally different from what I normally do. The reception has been amazing so far. It is my biggest charting song since the beginning of my career. And that will be that on our breakfast news. We'll be right back. To stay with us. Welcome back. We're still on our breakfast news at 8. On our local news this morning, highlight of our news: car accident hits tricycle, kills 4 out of 6 survivor. Survivor seriously injured. Radio presenter stabbed to death in Calabar. On our political news this morning, official INEC results for 2021 Anambra gubernatorial election. On our breaking news, APGA's Soludo wins 70 local government area as INEC declares final result of Anambra election. On our business news this morning, Microsoft adds new innovation to Teams app. On our sport news this morning regarding the ongoing English Premier League, Guardiola snubs Man United, names its toughest opponent. On our health news this morning, epilepsy patients giving rules to living healthy lives, avoiding seizures. On our foreign news this morning, regarding Australia's search called off for swimmer attacked by shark at Port Beach. On entertainment news this morning, I'm not encouraging alcoholism, says Joe Boy, the singer, on the newly released Alcohol. And that will be that on our breakfast news this morning. Thanks for watching. I want you to continue to subscribe on our YouTube channel on AYOGEN Online Television to continue to watch us and give you the latest updates on every news that happens all around the country and the world at large on our breakfast news in AYOGEN Online Television. Just stay tuned. Have a blessed day and a very nice week. Thank you.